Like, without
This is how we started.
Notice yeets have been coming up a lot recently.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause
And
just
I am okay
yeet
with this.
Matthew off the ship with cinder blocks tied to his neck.
We have no reason to do that yet. It's up to you who are mildly pranked so far.
I mean, that's why he wants to do it.
No.
Don't worry, as he does give you the solvent to get that stuff off of you. So
Oh, good, he does. Good.
yeah,
I'll make him drink the rest of it.
You make him drink the rest.
he gives you enough to get it off of you. He's not. He's a prankster. He's not an asshole.
Okay, he's
That
an
we
Oh,
know
asshole
that's
of.
that is a
right. There was
prankster.
glue and. Oh, that's right. I completely forgot.
Say
I
he's not-
might have been tired. It's
say
fine.
that. You say he's not an asshole.
Mhm.
But I have reason to believe
Car-
you're lying.
Character knowledge. He's just a prankster.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm.
Everything
Garthog
is
does not
fine.
believe you.
Anyways.
Garthog
We
himself.
drug two of our friends and glued another to their bed. It's perfectly fine.
Okay, anyways, like,
It's gonna be the
I
worst
mean,
of it,
one of them
right?
came out with a free pair of cat ears, so win-win.
Yeah. So to kind of catch everybody up, we did a small session Sunday night. We're just talking. Matthew collected a few items under the supervision of Lucky. A body mask that allows him to mimic one person's voice and image for a day perfectly, and they're laying it on their face because reasons. He also which he used one dose of 5 in this bottle of basically a sleeping poison. He also purchased a suggestion potion, and I think that was it for his purchases.
you know, I have to point this out because I just thought about this. You say he has to lay that thing on their face for a certain amount of time.
For like a second, like boom.
So a dwarf actually let him put it up to their face.
How do you know you let him?
I mean, fair, but
Dwarf could have been asleep.
Hello, Mr. Dwarf. Do you mind if I florp you?
Float.
it might have smoked you.
Just take pretty
He's
florp.
also
That's
pretty
the
persuasive
nature.
It's fair.
and deceptive.
That's fair.
He probably said, "Oh, this will make your hair grow better. It's fine."
This will make
Your
your
better
beard
beard.
grow better.
The sleeping powder was used on only Seth, Striker, and Rinn. The only ones who participated besides him and Lucky in the drinking contest. Rinn and Seth were then pranked by drawing whiskers and ears, whiskers on both of them, cat ears on Rinn. Cirrus contributed chain collars with a bell. And
No, just
purple-
chains with a bell, not collar.
just a bell, but yeah, well, that one around the neck,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
Chain things that run around your neck. Just a
Jingle,
bell.
jingle.
Jingle, jingle. And purple fluffy handcuffs,
Yes.
Yep.
which were combined with what was later found to be not twine, but a metal wire that tied the two chain necklaces together. They were rested on the floor in Rinn's room, rested up, sitting, before the sleeping poison wore off. And that is how they awoke, with Rinn with a key in her hand,
There you
from
go.
Garthog giving the key, so that they at least get out of the situation.
Garthog did a good.
Fun times.
Everything was returned, except for the cat ears, which is still in Rinn's possession.
It's okay. We only cute shamed them. It's fine.
Mhm.
Garthog told Striker to break the lock to
Matthew's room.
break the lock to what was Lucky's room, but now it's Matthew's room. And Matthew retaliated by using Sovereign Glue to glue Garthog to his bed.
Which
She's And Phil.
He did it to me, and I wasn't even the one who messed up his door.
You pissed him off.
Yeah, you were the one that provoked him.
You were the one who
This is
suggested it.
true.
Fucking come
And
at
he
me,
does
bro.
have
I slept with
invisibility.
an eye open.
And he may have been there.
You know, nobody knows this
Oh.
until times like this. Like, none of you told me this anytime during the week. Say, oh,
Why
by the
would
way,
we?
He's probably still there.
I didn't know that. I didn't even think
Nobody
of
knew
that.
that.
I was like, Fluffy just pulls this out of his ass right now. It's like, by the way,
He's got
you can't
invisibility
go
and, like,
here.
a lot of spell slots.
It's true.
This is
Does he have
fine.
cure wounds though?
Nope.
This was the
It's fine,
other
don't worry about it.
cross class, or not the
Cards.
other thing that I could have taken for Card Slinger.
Stabby.
There's
Gotcha.
two different ones. There was like
Rogue.
Deckmaster, and there was like some type of magic one. I forget what it was called.
So he's more than
Made.
magic.
Yeah.
So that is where we get left off. Garfog is left. There's a small vial that's placed down, which says solvent from the invisible Matthew. And right underneath solvent is a little heart.
This is good.
Lucky's still sitting there just sipping his coffee,
Out of character again.
ignoring everything.
Out of character again. He doesn't have cure wounds, does he?
Mm.
Not that you're aware of.
Good.
No
Not
killing
yet.
NPCs.
Not yet.
He is essentially basically giving you the getting rid of the praying for how you get rid of it. Yeah. As soon as you apply it, it basically just comes right off. Like an instantaneous. So good feelings. You hear from kind of somewhere in the room.
You know. Give me 1 second. You know what I don't have open, by the way?
Your
Your
character
character sheet?
Yeah. Because
Cool.
I do have one thing that is going to be pretty interesting for this. Let's see, Garthog. I'm going to leave Aaron Boy's character sheet closed.
Things that were totally done about an hour. Wait, I have to open up one more thing. I must open.
Actually, no. I can't remember if I have this spell on this character. Or not. I think I do.
Oh man, oh man, oh man.
Okay, character
And-
sheet.
Right.
We're still on our way back to Withra, by the by, right?
We're in Withra.
You had literally just arrived this night.
Okay.
Like it's basically about 8 or 9 o'clock at night, and you just arrived.
Great.
Not going to use it yet, but player knowledge. I do have the spell See Invisibility.
Oh.
God, my grammar is atrocious.
Lucky's just gonna chill there on the couch. Okay. Listening to all this happen.
It's totally fine.
Yes, I is nerd.
You are
Hello.
not being cuddled.
I accept
This is okay.
I accept this label. Hi there.
You're totally being cuddled. Accept this.
I accept the label of nerd. Hi there.
Oh yes, hi, we are nerds.
Yeah.
That's a nerd. Hi, that's a nerd. Hi there.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. He's just sitting there with his arm around her and just sipping coffee then. You might as well just start calling him Striker now, by the way, since everybody pretty much knows his name.
Except for Garthog, and the minute he starts hearing Striker, he's gonna look very confused.
Oh, I'm sure Erenbor probably told him.
True.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna edit the token.
Haha!
So now,
Token edit.
now it will say Striker in quotes. Seth.
Yeah.
Which I call it. It says Rinn or Hikari.
Yes. Basically, Rinn and Striker could take off and change names, and nobody would know where they were.
Non-detection.
Yep.
Do we just hear plans for eloping at some point?
Nope.
Hmm.
Still a little early, buddy.
I mean, you're the one
Fair.
who brought it up.
Fair.
I just said running away. I mentioned nothing about eloping.
Two of them
You
have
said those two
barely
running
done
off.
anything. Much less.
Yeah.
They
What
barely
was
started
said?
dating.
What was said
Yeah.
was you two running off. Didn't say, you know, you didn't say not together or together or anything. It is
Hold
left open to interpretation.
This is my daughter's, by the way.
Horrible.
Totally fine.
Here we are.
Shit. Everything's
Oh, no,
fine.
I remember you.
Up. Notebook fell.
How you doing, Ross?
Hello. After
Oh.
a little bit, Matthew actually comes back into the room. Apparently, he had left at some point.
Mm.
And the hodgepodge comes in and starts working on his door.
Fair.
Mm.
It's currently just takes it maybe only about 30 seconds to fix the door.
It's hot.
Job done.
There used to be
Glad,
a
glad
owner.
he's back.
Hello there, Hodgepodge.
The head turns face behind you, face behind him. Hello.
You feeling better?
I'm feeling optimal.
Of course you are. Do you remember anything of what happened?
I remember going against my. I have corrected this issue.
Good. I'm glad.
In case of emergencies, and this were to happen again, I have programmed a failsafe.
Is it explosive?
Yes.
Okay.
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 We should
Out of-
expect nothing less.
Out of character, I had just had to hold back dying of laughter because Failsafe is a character in Destiny 2 who's a very smart ass, sassy, bipolar robot system.
Fair.
This is totally fine.
One is a very happy, oh, I'm glad to help. The other is a, I hope the whole world dies.
So the hodgepodge stands up. The body turns the face where its head is facing. Is there anything else I can do for you?
I believe that will do it.
Thank you. Please refrain from breaking the doors. Thank you.
That just kind of looks down.
It walks out because hodgepodge sees a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I forgot he could see that.
There are very few places in this base you cannot see. Like, seriously.
Yes, this is true. Unless specifically asked to not.
Even then, I'm
Serious.
sure there's recordings, but only viewed if necessary.
Yeah.
It's like,
Oh, I'm sure.
You say this, but then you fail to realize that means he can see everything that happens in Sirius's room.
I mean, fair.
And there is footage of it.
Is that
Oh,
in
boy.
character?
Yes.
Lucky is blushing and looking away.
That is absolutely in character.
Girl just kind of, he was like, kind of like looking at a small. Was it you, Garfog? Like,
Just bright red.
Really?
I'm sure no one has seen those tapes, Lucky. I'm sure it's fine.
Yes, I.
Oh, I
Do
hope
not
not,
wanna
because
see
the
what
only
goes on in
people
there.
who'd view them is my grandmother and my parents.
I really. That's.
Matthew
Mm.
is grinning.
And Garfog
I'm
starts dying
Sure,
of laughter.
that's fine.
Garfog
Like-
is actually laughing right now.
Garfog, Matthew turns to you and goes, I like that.
Oh my gosh.
Alright, he's cool.
I mean, at least we have home videos.
Oh gosh.
See,
Remind
that's
me
just
to
those
set my
that
room
kind
to
of like
private.
sideways nod.
Heavily
Like, oh, that's true.
Hey, if you ever run low on gold, I'm sure somebody will buy them.
No. No. No.
Hey,
No.
am I wrong?
Fucking
Don't-
no.
No.
Boy!
I already have the headache. What time is it in the morning?
Well, you haven't gone to sleep yet, so it's still well, like,
Oh, it's still pretty okay. It's
Yeah.
late, so my headache is well timed.
No, this would be the next morning.
Yeah, because remember, he woke up with the pillow and stuff.
Yeah,
that's
Yeah.
right. No,
this is the next morning. We have gone to bed.
morning. Yeah. So yeah,
Technically, we have, but yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
fair.
We have not yet gone to bed at 11 a.m. Thereabouts.
Okay.
So
Okay,
you
then my
guys-
headache is still really early.
Yeah. So you guys are currently above with. The hot budgets inform you that they are currently scanning for any possible activity.
Right.
If they find anything.
I did recommend highly looking at Tristad because there was that one point where there was a vision or a warning of an attack on Tristad, like a long time ago. I feel like that was the right thing.
Yeah,
Vision.
it was the vision of the mountain range growing dark, and then that darkness heading toward.
Okay, that vision.
Yeah, that one. Okay.
So there's no reports of darkness in that direction from the hodgepodge. But they're keeping an eye on that. They're in every direction, basically.
Gotcha.
As long as something doesn't have scrying protection, they can look at it. Basically.
Mm.
So Matthew is currently sitting in the common room, drinking coffee.
Pretty sure I've stolen Striker's coffee at some point.
You don't steal home coffee like that. What is wrong with you?
Get your own.
That involves getting up.
Fine. He goes and gets another
I
cup.
hand it back.
No, he just gets another cup at this point. He's like, fine. Just immediate defeat.
That's adorable. Oh my gosh.
Do-do-do-do.
Oh.
Trying to think of what else needs to happen today, other than waiting in just anxiety to find out what's waiting for us.
You know.
Garfog,
Yes.
Matthew he's kind of sitting next to you and nudges you. Got something.
Hmm.
You pulls out this small, wooden kind of notch stick. That's what it does.
Did he buy the fucking wand? Oh, God
no.
damn it.
I don't know what
Watch.
I forget what this one is.
Smiles.
No.
A charisma saving throw from Seth. Because you're, I'm like, well, he's not gonna target Garfog because he's talking to Garfog. Not a high DC.
14.
Okay, the effect gets resisted.
Does he notice this?
Yeah, I was about to ask, does anybody else that he's done this?
Make a perception check.
What is his perception?
Matthew
That
seems
is
kind of
an
like
18.
Let's see. That's God. No, it's a natural 4 and it's sleight of hand.
Seth just glares at him. What the fuck is that?
That's a wand.
Uh-huh. And what does it do?
Apparently nothing.
Try that again. See what happens.
Alright.
Oh no.
Serious, make a charisma saving throw.
Do 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 do. Yeah. Da, 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 da.
It's got a low DC, that's what's really bad about this item.
That is a 16?
No, that succeeds. Huh. Apparently it does nothing. Huh.
Is there a grail in the room?
Yeah,
No,
Grail's kind of
don't.
just staring.
Don't.
Doesn't he have a high charisma though?
Yeah, he's got a decent charisma save.
I'm trying to think of who doesn't in this party. I think we're all made up of extremely charismatic idiots.
Don't worry, it's only a +6 for his saving throw on Lucky's. It's
I'm
fine.
not saying.
Oh man.
How are
Wait,
you
that
not
could be-
proficient in
I got
charisma?
I ain't saying shit.
Well, I got one more shot. Rinn, make a charisma saving throw.
Okay.
By the way, out of character, Garthog has 11 charisma.
Yeah, no, that fails. That's an 18 plus 7.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure it fails.
Oh yeah, totally. 100%.
So yeah, he goes, huh. Well, that's all the charges. Meh. He's pocketed.
Didn't quite go as planned, huh?
No, it doesn't seem to work very well.
Like I said, out of character.
Too bad.
Garthog has a 0 to charisma saving throw.
He doesn't know that, but he was
I
also
would've flat
talking to
rolled.
you.
Yeah.
Fair.
And luckily, he rolled a natural 20, which means that doesn't have to be a natural 1, otherwise it turns to a wand of scowls.
Oh no.
If you use up all the charges of a wand and you roll a natural 1, it turns into the opposite wand.
Oh
That is
man.
beautiful.
So the wand of scowls will turn into a wand of smiles.
That's beautiful.
I just picture Marisha Ray, and she's like,
Yeah,
like in
right.
that permanent smile.
Yep.
I remember the time that
Come on, buddy. Send help.
the ogre.
Seriously, send help, guys. I can't stop.
Everything hurts. Please make it stop.
Why am I smiling? So Matthew goes back to drinking his coffee. A little upset that his new purchase didn't do anything.
Yet.
Yet.
I mean, Lucky knows what it
Sometimes.
is.
Yeah.
Yet indeed. Trying to think.
Those times where I have plans
You
for
have
much,
plans?
much later.
Oh.
Plans for days. It's fine.
Don't worry, it's fine. We're just cuddling on the couch.
Couch cuddles.
Your plans.
You
Yeah.
have plans to take over the world then?
No. Just tell Michigan.
Maybe he was kind of sitting there, just looking around the room. Garfunkel's reading whatever book he has.
Actually, yes, I am.
He's probably borrowing books from Leia because she's probably still
Yeah.
got so many.
I think Striker's gonna go find Artemis.
All right. Easy enough to find. You get to the one wing, and he's sitting
Good luck.
in the public common area. Notices you and watches as you approach.
So you want to come with me to go see her?
Oh, that's right. We do have that problem.
If there was a problem we could offer and just,
Look,
Sure.
I brought her back.
It's a mutual.
I wanna make
he's
sure it
he's
works.
wanting to make it a mutual decision because that is also her husband.
fair.
Lead the way.
Takes him down to wherever she's being held, I guess.
You take her. You take him to the, not the brig, but the more specialized containment. And you see the kind of large, arcane dome, and there are the chains that kind of go in every direction that are currently holding her in one position, and she's unable to move her arms anyway. She's not able to move at all. Period. She's forced in a sitting upright position, mouth covered, so she can't utter any magical words.
Is she currently
Either.
awake, or?
She is currently awake. She watches you guys approach. The only thing that can move is her eyes, basically.
So what do you think we should do?
What are our choices?
Well, if we can find some resemblance that she's still in there, there's a chance we can restore her back to how she was. Or keep her here, or we kill her.
Yeah. So that was a character movement.
It's clearly uncomfortable talking about the other two parts.
Yes. Well, you think my vote should be obvious.
Just a matter of how.
She's your sister. You know her more. You know her more than I do, even though we were married. You've been with her longer than I was.
There's not much we can do unless we can convince someone to take that off of her mouth. It's a little hard to tell when they're just staring.
Yeah. You can see there are both hodgepodge guards, and there's also like normal guards kind of around.
He's gonna ask one of the hodgepodges if they'll remove that. Or not.
They look at her. There wouldn't need to be a precaution taken.
Okay.
The hand kind of moves, and you see on the finger a syringe kind of pops up. We would need to temporarily nullify the magic that lies within inside. It is painful.
Well, I mean, gotta do what you gotta do.
I have another idea.
Yes.
Victoria would be mad if I gave her one of the earrings. And just speak to her mentally. Or let her speak to me mentally, at least.
There is a potential for cross-contamination. Well, you are currently technically immune. Others who wear earrings are not.
Making this difficult.
It's okay, let's just hook up Skynet. It'll go perfectly fine.
Don't you dare. We will see what that can do. Okay,
Exactly.
by the way.
Totally fine.
Oh.
Fluffy's just still holding his finger up. It's like,
The syringe is currently still.
He's not
Oh.
gonna want to hurt her, obviously.
this.
So he's
This
trying to
is fair.
think of another
The hodgepodge
solution.
just starts wiggling his finger.
Mm.
Be
Hmm.
happy.
I feel like I'm gonna have to talk to Victoria about this now. He just rolls his eyes.
Would you like me to bring her here?
That'd be easier.
And you see like a little doo-doo, doo-doo, doo-doo with the RLS. She has been contacted. She'll be here momentarily.
Great.
Swear to God, if you
About
say
20 minutes or so, she does arrive. It's a fair distance to travel, even
Yeah.
at her speed. She comes in. Yes.
Is there any way I can talk to her without her being poked with a damn needle? He just kind of looks at her.
Fair.
There's one way. Hodgepodge. You know who to contact. The Hodgepodge nods, and you see the hourglass again. And about another 20 minutes go by as she's kind of just standing there.
Yeah, I'm just kind of bouncing ideas off her, I guess, on what we could do with her if this doesn't work, I guess.
She nods, and so she doesn't seem to be too talking about the situation. The next person that enters this area you see is a half-orc. Broad-shouldered, muscular individual. His hair cornrows that kind of go back into a ponytail that kind of dangle back past his shoulders. Comes in, was, how may I be of assistance? Our friend here would like to speak with her about her being either nullified the magic via that means. Which means we tend to nullify the magic of another. Could you? I could, yes. Is this what you wish?
As long as it's not painful.
I would be gentle.
Appreciate it.
So the kind of part of the wall is opened up so you all can enter. Victoria enters in. So does this half-orc who is not given his name.
Yeah. Go in, I'm sure Artemis follows too.
Yeah, Artemis is basically waiting for your cues and sure he was supposed to enter or not. This is all new to him. He's not quite... He seems to be sticking closer to you just because you're the only familiar thing in this entire place.
True.
Besides her. As you guys enter, this half-orc walks up toward her. Her eyes kind of flash up to him. I was asked to be gentle. Therefore I will. And he does like an open palm strike. She doesn't winch or move in pain. She's kind of, you can just see this like almost like a wind. She's gonna make a saving throw.
Oh.
That's a fail.
The ears are falling off. It's fine.
Oh no.
You watch her kind of like, her eyes go wide for a second. And she shakes her head and she will not be able to cast spells for a little bit. You have about an hour.
That's more than enough time. I guess he's gonna
Victoria.
remove the thing from her mouth, yeah.
Victoria removes it because she's the one who has the key.
Oh, okay. It's one of those.
It's essentially a metal mask that clamps around. Or runes that kind of go alongside of it. Basically, it's a more localized silence, essentially. As she takes it off, Storm just kind of looks at you, and Victoria steps back.
You remember me?
Yes. It's hard to forget someone who ran a sword through me. Artemis turns slowly.
He does not look at him. Fair enough. Do you remember anything before you started working for this entity?
Doesn't matter.
It does to us.
Doesn't help my mission.
No. But we still want to know.
Persuasion check.
Aye.
Do the thing.
Oh.
Character,
Do the thing I already rolled, so let's do it.
out of character, somebody else is there. This conversation would have some shocking results.
That is a 19.
19? Alright, so... She sits her phone and goes... Yes.
What do you remember?
Everything.
Not sure if I believe that.
Make an insight check.
Insight? This is insight. Ooh, +7. So 20.
Hey.
Seems to be telling the truth. Or what she believes to be the truth.
You remember your family?
Nyx, Ember, yes. Artemis, you. Striker.
What was your plan when you were targeting the boys?
There wasn't targeting them, they were just bait. I wasn't to harm anyone.
Kind of looks at Artemis. See what he's thinking.
If you want to harm anyone, then why did you come? To pull Striker back home. And hopefully, everyone else with him. And then to be the bait. And then to be the bait. And hopefully, be the one struck down by Striker. As that would have the most emotional scarring.
Yeah, let's not repeat that. Do you feel you still need to work for this thing?
Yes.
Wonderful. Don't you want to go back to your family? Be with your kids again?
She kind of looks down for a second. Make an insight check.
Mm. 22.
I did. There seems to be a conflict going on in her head. Like there's two conflicting. Like she's conflicted on which one she wants, but she's not answering. She's just currently. You can see this visual battle going on, whatever in her mind.
You know they miss you. They want you home.
I can't.
Why not?
Not like this. That would only bring harm.
You could technically get rid of its hold on you.
Just look at you.
I just need to know that you're willing to accept the help.
Make a persuasion check.
That is also a 20.
Nice.
18 plus 2.
Yeah.
Dirty 20.
I would be willing, but I don't know for how long. Would probably better to bring me there in chains, or bring whatever it is here.
Oh, Victoria, you want to help me lead the way to the doctor friend? Because that seems to be the only person who can figure this out.
I am busy, but my friend here will. I mean, they have arc nods. Victoria kind of snaps her fingers and you watch the chains dislodge from her. She's still bound, but the ones that are holding her from wiggling are dislodged. And the half-orc just kind of scoops her up onto his shoulder.
Effective.
This is true.
He's about 9 feet tall.
Oh dear God.
Fair.
Yeah. He's a large individual.
Fair.
He turns and starts walking. Striker follows along with you.
Or Artemis.
Yeah,
Follows.
well, Artemis follows Striker. Meh.
Yeah, he's probably not gonna. I don't think Stryker saw what happens either, does he?
No, Striker does not know.
Rinn is still the only one who knows.
Yep.
She didn't talk about it. Many things happened after that.
So, you look at the doctor. The doctor allows you entrance, Striker, but Artemis has to stay outside, she says.
Alright.
Artemis begrudgingly agrees.
Runs into Rinn.
The half-orc sets her down onto the chair, and then leaves the room as well. So it's you, Storm, and the doctor. The doctor's currently leaned in toward you.
Leaned in towards you.
It's just like. So, do you think your friend could help my sister? Possibly.
Yes. Keep asking how long.
To be fair, this is the first time I've asked. But
It is not up to me, though. Doctor kind of sits on the chair across from Storm. And the amulet sitting in the middle of the table. Ask him.
Can you help me bring my sister back?
And it whirs and ticks for a moment. You watch the colors shifting before it eventually opens up, and you see again that figure, that large, leaning head up against the ceiling and still having to crouch down a little bit. Pure light individual. Well, another one, huh?
Yeah, this thing likes to play games.
Yeah, I can see that. Ooh. Sister this time. You sure about this? I can sense she's willing. I can see the light still really there.
Yeah? If I can
Well,
help
it's
her.
gotta be. It is a painful process.
Ay, that I didn't know.
Are you still willing? Would save her. Guaranteed.
I feel like I'm gonna
Rice Krispies.
regret this. But yes, I'm willing.
All right, and kind of like scoops her up with ease, and kind of holds her close to it.
Apple pop.
Well, get you out of this darker body.
Her
Snap.
neck. Crackle pop her neck.
Pulls the
Horrified?
you watch it as he pulls this like white light out, crushes that old body and vanishes. Something comes out of his hand, he places it back in, and you see a new body forming out of the same substance that he is. And he lays her down. She's asleep, breathing. There you go.
You're going to feel a slight spinal injury. This is fine.
This is fine.
I wish I didn't see that.
It can be painful to watch as it is to feel.
Just a
But
little-
it is necessary to destroy the thing's tainted form before I can pull what is left out of them and put it into a more comfortable form.
Thank you.
You're welcome. She will have not be conscious for these three. But she is free of its influence.
There's that at least.
Out of character, how come I can only imagine the genie from Aladdin?
I know, right?
There.
When this guy is brought up, big light individual, just hunkered, like crouched and everything, as far as head up against the ceiling. All I can imagine is genie.
No facial
I wish for
features.
infinite wishes.
He
I
goes,
wish for another 1,000 genies.
"Well, is there anything else I can help you with, Striker?"
No. That'll be all.
You sure?
Trying to think. He's kind of confused, I guess, because I'm not even sure.
You look like you could use some help.
How so?
Oh, you don't know what it do you?
He's very confused.
Well, hold still. Pushes his hand towards you.
Mm,
Okay.
And you feel its hand kind of, two of its fingers kind of push up against your chest, and then kind of go in. It's a weird, warm kind of. It's like warmth, like just inside.
So just a friendly Kaldima.
I have concerns.
And its hands kind of moving around,
Yes, drag.
and it seems to grab something. It pulls out this black strand of tar.
Oh shit!
Oh
He
my
still had some in him.
Oh my gosh!
Interesting.
That could have went bad.
Oh my gosh! Oh, thank the gods!
Throws it in the air and just does. It's gone. There you go.
I thought
Don't want that festering.
that was gone.
That was more dormant than anything.
I'll make sure not to tell Rinn that part.
It's not needed anymore.
Yeah, don't talk about the very friendly Kalima. Hello there. Mine.
But and he kind of pats you on the head a little bit with his big fucking hand. You people are always so interesting.
We try.
I wonder what the choice you'll make is. Before he vanishes.
That thing is very confusing.
Fate often is.
I mean, no.
I'm gonna go. I witnessed some very horrifying stuff. He's gonna grab his sister and go.
You lift her up, bring her out. The doctor can confirm with one of the hodgepodges that what was done is they no longer require restraints. And the hodgepodges take the restraints off, releasing her completely.
Kind of looks at Artemis. So, how do we explain this to everybody?
Magic.
Yeah,
Resurrection spells aren't out of the norm.
fair enough.
I don't think we should go into details about this at all.
Good idea.
You seem disturbed. What?
Everything's fine. Make a deception check.
Everything's
Please do.
fine.
Never mind, that's a natural one.
Alright!
Everything is fine. Everything is
Don't worry, that was
totally
a 27.
Oh,
Hey, look,
great.
look, no, everything's fine.
The only way he would have beat that is if he rolled a natural 20, by the way.
He looks at you. And goes, I know you've known you too long to know when you're lying. But if you don't want to say, I won't find it. I feel like you're hiding it because I don't think I should know.
It was so spooky.
Yeah, I wish I didn't know. It's really all you need to know.
Striker had seen some shit, man.
He's gonna have a conversation with Rinn later. Be like, you didn't tell me. That was the problem.
Me.
So he takes, well, you and him go there, but eventually he takes her into where his common room is, him and the two boys. And rests her in a bed.
Where are
So
those
sorry.
boys, by the way? Are they even there? Or
Currently no.
Go figure.
He's gonna go searching for them because he's curious what they're doing.
Make an investigation check.
Chances are they're probably not together, which makes this even worse.
What did I miss? Everything borked.
He's looking for his nephews currently. Trying to figure out
I
what
wish
they're
you luck.
doing. But that's only a 10, so that's probably not gonna be a thing.
Well, you don't find Ember.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
But you do find Nyx. He's currently sparring
Oh no.
with Milvada.
Oh,
no.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
Hey Rinn,
Hey?
you want to watch something interesting?
What kind of interesting are we talking about?
Movada and Nyx are sparring.
Mm.
I'm sure you'd probably see like a Garth like leaned up against a wall like across the training room watching this as well. Because he would have
Except
probably
just
already been there.
leans against the wall.
He's like,
This is
If
perfectly
he's
fine.
still standing in 10 minutes, I'll be over there. But I have things to look into.
Oh, I so hope she runs into the other one.
Fair. Let's see.
Have a cookie and forget.
Trying to... Oh, you forget. It's fine.
Buckscape.
Never forgetting ripping spaghetti.
Rest in spaghetti.
Oh, wait. This. I'll make a token for him because I figure this is something that was apparently wanted to be done, so I'm going to do it.
I make one comment saying I would love to see those two spar, and oh god, it's happening.
It was sold. Okay, just fucking sold.
Because imagine the flirt with Movada. It's fine.
Yep. This would be
Yeah.
totally effective.
You know, I forgot Nyx is the flirt, isn't it?
Yep.
Yep, he's the flirty,
Ember's,
Yeah.
Ember's
Yes.
like Striker. He hides in the shadows.
we're gonna have that. Move
Are
all
there
the characters.
bets being taken on who wins? I can see like Striker and Garthog. Who do you think will win?
Just sitting there like, what the fuck?
Oh
Who do you
man.
think's gonna win this?
I will be very impressed should he last a couple swings.
He's a lot stronger than he looks.
For his sake, I hope so.
So you two are kind of on the edge there.
Yeah, just up against the wall, just like, what the fuck is he doing? Why?
Oh my gosh.
Why not?
He's probably trying to get a date.
Oh no.
Something.
Although he's not the best judge of character.
Clearly.
What does that say about you?
Fair.
You're not here. Just tell him that.
This is fair.
But you say that, and that's the exact same thing Garthla would probably say.
What the fuck is that supposed to mean?
Well, from what I
What-
hear, they take out two boys take after you.
For some reason, Milvada is just gone.
Oh no.
She was
That's
over
no.
here.
Oh,
Near the end
there
of
she
this.
is. Found her. So this fight will basically be just starting essentially, as you two have found them. So we're gonna roll for an initiative.
Okay.
This is no
I
longer
choose you.
appropriate music.
Get the peanut gallery over here watching.
Right? I say the real peanut gallery too is the worst part.
Yeah.
We can have in character
Whoa.
peanut gallery finally.
Yes.
That's
Oh.
Eh.
That's a little too dark.
8. Middle got an 8. Oh no. Okay.
Alright, and my long swords are just keen.
That's a little too
You're not
happy.
gonna kill anybody today, are you?
We're about to do a Tale of True Heroes.
Oh no.
This one.
Yeah, why not?
There we
That
go.
works. Yeah.
So I get to roll his initiative. Oof, that is not a good roll.
Doesn't beat an 8.
Technically way, it matches.
Oh,
Hmm.
Whoa.
So please roll again.
reroll.
Alright.
That's the first.
Okay. That's an 18.
That's a natural 20.
Ooh.
Oh, go Nyx.
Just to refamiliarize myself with some stuff here, so I don't.
Yep, sushi roll. Sushi roll.
Yeah,
I
18
forgot
is
what
it?
2-weapon fighting did. Yeah.
Is that a pumpkin roll?
Fighter, 2-weapon fighting. What did you do exactly? The downside about me not writing description and the thing to save space, I have to go look them up. 2-weapon fighting. Can add your ability modifier to the damage of the second. Okay.
God.
He kind of sits there for a second and goes, "Should I go easy on you?"
Oh my gosh.
He's not the brightest to see.
She's just gonna point her blade at him in an intimidating manner.
Guess not.
Do like the come at me nod.
He's going to use his bonus action to go into his wolf form to get temporary HP.
Oh, lovely.
Striking him.
Yes.
He's not exactly the brightest, is he?
Well,
So he gains
no.
temporary HP.
Why do I have a crowbar in this character?
To be fair,
Why is that a thing I have?
it probably was in one of your packs.
Right, probably.
Engineer.
I think I went with the Dungeoneer kit.
Yeah,
Oops. it
Burglar,
was.
I think, has it too.
yeah, Burglar does too.
Oh,
So he's going
it's
to
back.
check something because of what level he is. Because monk.
Interesting about his shift, by the way, that Garthok probably notices. His fangs are longer.
Yeah,
It's a
and
different version of the shifting for him. There's like 4 different ones they could pick from or something.
Long sword was.
he's going to just rush right at her.
Okay.
He's going to first take a kind of strike at you. That is Nyx. Yep. Is it a 14 hit? I assume
It
it's not. Second strike. It's even less.
Oh, jeez.
So that's the end of his turn. He uses bonus action and actions.
Yeah, also, with my multi-attack, is it attack, offhand, another attack?
Any order you wish. So it's, you have 2 attack
Well,
actions and a bonus action.
Okay. And the offhand
Attack-
counts as a
attack
bonus,
action.
right?
Yeah, offense
Oh.
bonus action.
Alright, fuck it, Mill's gonna basically become a mild whirlwind-like thing of slashiness.
Slashiness.
Okay, so that's 14. Hit 1. Wait, this is strength. 18?
18 hits.
Alright, attack number 2. Another 18.
Jeez.
That hits again.
Attack number 3. Another fucking 18.
Good lord.
I call
Greg, your
bullshit.
dice are loaded.
No. For some reason, that was 3 consecutive 14s. I'm concerned.
Drag, I think your dice are loaded.
Yeah, Jesus.
You know what? 2 more science roll for the sake of science. Oh, that's a 15 on the die.
Okay, there we go. We're good.
That's 11. Okay, the dice are no longer running in pairs. All right, so that was 3 confirmed hits.
Mm-hmm.
Where's my d8s? No, I'll use you match. Fuck. So that's. Calculator, where are you? Why can I not do? Fuck, where's my calculator? One moment. There it is. It's underneath one of my bug squashing. No, the bug squashing notebook. Okay. Shit. Alright, so 7 plus 4. So that's 34 points of damage.
Damn.
Okay. So this is temporary tree from that, so he only took 23 points of damage.
And I also forgot to add my proficiency to my attacks, so my attacks technically hit higher than that. Okay. Been a while since I've milled.
Ow.
Are you going to be a challenge at some point?
He's gonna first strike. It's a fucking 5 again.
Jeez. Roll a different dice.
Oh, that's better. 17 to hit.
That hits.
All right. So you take. That is 7 plus 9, so 18 points of damage total.
Okay.
And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh boy. Is that okay? Is that one of the things I'm proficient in? Okay, it is. I'm half fire. Of course, I'm proficient in that.
You sure about that?
That is 17, 18, 19, 21.
That succeeds. You feel as he punched you that second strike, your muscles start to tense up, but he manages to resist the effect of the stunning blow.
Oh, you may be a little fun after all.
He goes into like a defensive stance.
Oh boy.
Bonus action is going to be patient defense.
Patient defense. Okay.
So your attacks have disadvantage.
Woo! Alright. Nothing wrong with a bit more slashing. Alright, so the first attack was a natural 1.
Natural 1.
4.
I see a cattail.
Kitty.
Okay.
I don't think an 11 will hit.
Nope.
Alright, attack number 3. 14.
14 also misses. You watch as he dodges each strike almost like a dance. Can't keep hitting the same attacks. I'll predict it this time. Change it up a little bit. Is it your turn?
Yeah.
He shifts around you. First strike. Be a bite attack.
Oh boy.
That's a natural 17.
Ooh.
Yep.
That's not as much. That's a 7 points in total piercing
Okay.
as he bites into your neck. Second strike. That's a. As he digs with his fist into your side. That's going to be over 17 If I can math, that's a 22.
Yeah.
Can't. Please stop. You can't keep attacking my dice. We're gonna use these 2 dice. That's better. That is 14 points of damage total for that second strike.
This is fun.
And he is going to spend a key point to do Flurry of Blows.
Oh boy.
That's cocked because the fucking cat attacked me.
This is fun.
That's not gonna hit.
Kitty, kitty.
That's in the fuck. Hop my fucking tray. Stop hopping the tray. That's less. So yeah, no. Those 2 extra strikes do not hit. Not dodging this round.
Oh.
Because he uses bonus action to try to get 2 more strikes in. Can't. Okay.
Hi, kitty.
Hmm.
She's trying to attack the dice.
Kitty, kitty.
Well, she's got a mild chuckle going on right now. This is fine. Yeah, she's gonna kind of like underhand the blades and do some more like spinnies, or like kind of like a spinny type slashes. That's a 16 on the die. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 23.
That's gonna hit.
Alright, attack number 2. That is not going to hit, because that's like a... Oh wait. 6, 17, 19, 13 won't hit, will it?
Nope.
Alright, second attack bust. Third attack is lower. Fuck it, she's gonna surge this.
Okay.
She's going all out.
That's another miss. That's the exact same number.
Jeez.
That's a natural 1.
Oh,
So you get 1 strike in, but he manages to kind of start parrying the rest.
9 points of damage.
9 points of damage. He goes, "What's the matter? My luck's getting to you."
Oh
His
my
what?
gosh.
Looks.
So flirty.
Oh, tiny
He's totally
boy.
not bearing teeth right now. It's fine.
He's also got fangs of his own. He just kind of grins at her.
Oh, tiny boy.
He assumes another defensive stance, so you can spend a key point to do that. And
right.
he uses action. He kind of gives her a bit of a wink as he breathes in and out. He's going to use Wholeness of Body, which regains 30 HP.
Whoa.
And that's his turn.
Alright.
Monks.
You go in the box. Okay,
You have disadvantage, remember?
Yeah. That's fine. Another flurry of attacks. So 9. Okay. 16.
16 hits.
Alright, attack number 2. That, the lowest was a 2, so that's not going to hit.
Nope.
And that's a natural 1. Get in the box.
Get in the box!
So yet another only 1 hit, so...
He's proving to be a little bit slipperier than
12 points of damage.
really anticipated.
One attack I had 12 points. of the damage. It's fine.
First strike. That's a 23 to hit.
Yep.
That is 11 points of damage. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
$22. Wait.
Okay,
25.
that succeeds. You're a tough one. He's gonna strike again. That's 22 to hit.
Yep.
That's 10 points of damage.
Okay.
As he cracks again. And he's gonna go on offense again this time. Natural 20.
Ooh.
Well,
So that is 31 points of damage
Ooh.
Christ. Ow.
as he aims for your leg. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
is she very
Natural 20.
You manage to regain your balance. You keep your balance. Uses the momentum to keep going for a second swing. That's a 22.
Yep.
That is number 10 points of damage.
Yeah, I'm down.
Hey!
Don't
Fucking
underestimate him, man.
Wow,
Did not see that
that
coming.
was impressive.
You, one of the bots come revive you, Novana.
You asked him if he was going to be a challenge. He turned it on, man.
He grins.
So you may just be a fun play.
Oh no, that's not
Oh,
it.
Wait, what?
he kind of grins and he goes, one more ways than one,
Oh my
Oh,
and
oh,
walks off.
gosh.
out of character. Oh my.
He's not the brightest, but he's strong.
I'm gonna leave this here, but no one's in the training room at the moment. As everyone kind of walks off after whatever this was happened.
Seth lets Rinn know that Nyx won the battle.
Impressive.
Ah,
I'll have to go congratulate him later.
he's stronger than he looks.
I believe it.
Hold in his body 3 times monk level heal as an action.
Yep.
Yeah.
Jeez.
There's a limit to that, right?
Once a day.
Mhm.
Okay.
Or once, I think it's once a short or long rest, I can't remember. Let me look it in the book.
I believe it might be a short rest. A lot of the monk stuff is short rest.
Yeah. Oh, this is a long rest.
Hmm.
Wellness body is. He could not get that stunning blow to hit, or the knock prone to hit.
Yeah. Constitution is kind of her thing.
Or the next one would have been a strength saving throw. Well, it's technically you failed, so you got
Oh,
sent
dear.
flying 15 feet away from him.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Because wave the open fist.
Totally fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Chair, stop squeaking. It's weird.
All right. After-
I have no idea where Ember is. He's just hidden somewhere in the base.
What is Rinn doing? She said she was doing something.
Yeah. After recent events of loved ones starting to come back, she's starting to dig into research on how to keep that from happening.
Okay. Go ahead. Give me either an investigation or religion check.
Oh boy, let's see, which one's higher? Okay. Oh no, investigation it is. Well, just in case everything goes terribly, terribly wrong, that's unfortunately only an 8.
And you can't quite find anything that. I mean, there are ways of preventing like undead from being made and such like that, but this is something pulling the soul back and forcing it into against its will, essentially.
Yeah. She's gonna start compiling a list from the party to try and see if there's not a way where she can get in touch with the Raven Queen and ask if any of these particular souls have been disturbed.
Okay. Ovada, you kind of provide information. You know she has whatever the information you've compiled for her. Will probably take some time for her to view. They're not with her, whatever their
No,
gods are.
right. Right.
Or-
She still would know if something like that was messing with.
Oh yeah, but she's got to look more now if any of them have been disturbed.
Yeah.
So she's gonna look for that now. She will let you know what she finds.
Great. But yeah, that's what she's been doing. She's been just trying to deal with damage control and realizing that this is becoming more of a problem and we can't keep having this happen.
Like in the library, essentially.
Yeah, for the most part.
As you're sitting there, you're kind of these books and nothing happened yet. So you're kind of now compiling information. Here. What are you doing? Right behind you.
Does take after his uncle.
Ember, right?
Yeah.
Jeez.
It was like looking over your shoulder, pretty much.
Don't sneak up on people like that. Don't do that.
But I'm good at it.
That's great, sweetie. It'll get you stabbed on the face.
No,
No.
I would have dodged it.
Oh man. How long have you been here?
It's just so.
Say that again.
10 minutes or so. I didn't want to bother you.
No, really, it's okay. Feel free to bother me whenever you like.
Okay.
Famous last words.
Yeah, probably. Anything I can help with? Is everything okay?
I was just wandering around. Next was went to go try to find the prettiest looking fighter to fight.
Yeah, he did. He picked a fight and actually won, according to your uncle.
That doesn't surprise me.
I heard you and Nyx picked up a lot from your uncle, actually.
Yeah, That's what I keep hearing from Artemis. Her dad, rather.
How do you feel about
Either way,
all
it's the
this?
same. I mean, I got the useful stuff.
You're not wrong.
Nick's kind of got the. Well, you see my uncle.
Yeah. Yes. Yes, I have. What was your uncle like back when he was living with you guys?
Well, him and Artemis didn't get along very well.
That I could tell. Why
The only
not?
thing they had in common was my mother. Well, Artemis was very. Well, he is very strict. Was a kind of a set ways, I guess. He's kind of sat down now at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And Stryker, more vocal, more not so strict. Their personalities kind of clashed, and that kept them from fighting each other. Was Storm. Literally, she just punched both of them.
That sounds about right.
He also flirted a lot.
Really?
Yep.
I'm afraid to ask.
Don't worry, he just had a few one-night stands. It's fine.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, we lost Fluffy.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
That explains a lot. Okay.
Oh no. Okay. Well.
Yeah.
Hi, Botsky.
Hi, everybody. Please hold while we wait for the TM to get back.
It went down, it looks like.
Oh no.
I'm assuming because he got disconnected from both Discord and the game.
Oh gosh.
Oh.
Rip. Technical issues. It's fine.
Totally fine.
Welcome to D&D Live.
Yep. This is what happens when you do everything live on the air at all times.
Totally not lying my head back for a moment.
This is fine.
Don't worry.
My ear itches. Okay.
Don't worry, it's safe. My hand is currently on the back of my head, so if I do end up dozing off, my hand will become very uncomfortable, and I will wake up anyways.
Allegedly.
Oh, well, there goes Fluffy from the actual chat.
Mm-hmm.
Hair just like all poofy in the back.
Poofy. I'm sure this is fine.
The fuck is that noise?
That is my
I
squeaky
know.
chair.
Oh.
I was like, is something dying in the background?
Yes, my attention span every time I turn slightly.
Now, can you do the wah, wah, wah?
That's
I don't know,
what
let me
my
try.
daughter got for Christmas.
Oh.
It's a unicorn.
Oh. His net crashed.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
Oh.
Hey, Fox, do the thing. It's so fluffy!
It's so fluffy, I'm gonna die! So cute.
Actually, that's why they got it for her. Because
That's
she loves
correct.
that movie. No, I have my own. I've had this for years, to be fair. But this is
Aw.
an Easter
I'm
bunny I
back.
got one year.
Aww.
EvilFluffy.
Our DM's internet has crashed.
Oh no, he has no idea how long before he'll be back.
Oh dear.
Er,
Oh, I can just chill here and talk.
Good.
Yep.
Podcast time, friendos.
Anybody
Hmm.
got questions? Now's the time for questions. And yes, I'm talking to you, HuffleSwag, who has been messaging me over Twitter this entire time, which is super fun.
Jump in
Hmm.
chat. Talk with us.
Just ran.
Twitter.
She totally would. She doesn't have Twitch, unfortunately, so.
Oh.
It's free. It's free. It's a free account.
Yeah,
You're
no,
in.
it's not totally not free though. You have to like invest your time to like create it,
Oh
man.
my god, Drag.
It's
This is
sparkly.
for the baby. My first Christmas order.
Twitter is weird about it.
She does say that she loves everybody though. She's having such a good time.
I took off my hat, but
This is fine.
Oh, I love the ornament.
camera come back on, even though I took off.
We have a hatless Jay. Panic and fear.
Oh.
I know.
Hatless Jay who needs a haircut. Don't worry about it.
I'm sure this is fine.
Don't have to be.
Oh man, oh man, oh man. I'm really looking forward to getting this tea from your nephew. I'm really excited.
Don't worry, he's
So,
had a
very
few
fun.
one-night stands. It's fine.
Rinn's totally not going to be waiting for you back in your room going, so!
Oh, let's see. You found one of my nephews. Okay.
I'm also very glad that last one string got taken from his body because oh dear.
Yeah, I didn't even know he still had something.
It
Yeah.
makes sense that some would still be there.
Yeah.
It's a good thing he's the one who went to visit the thing then.
Yeah.
He never would have known about that until it was too late.
Yeah. Fun times. Fun times.
He's back.
Remember, this thing found
No,
us
that would've
even with our
Been
non-detection.
really.
Yeah.
Look, that could have been awkward, just sitting there chilling with Seth. All of a sudden, Rinn hears, "Hello there, Rinn."
Nope. Trigger, wisdom saving throw,
The hearts.
You know, I don't really have many good heart emotes. This kind of saddens me. Oh no, what did I click?
You know.
What'd you click?
Nightbot
Oh,
will
I
time
accidentally
me
hit the
out
bit
if
button.
if I put all my heart emotes.
Fluffy's
I have
playing
in here.
tabletop.
His internet is back! I need to take this off because my wrist doesn't hurt.
He's still not showing
just need to be
online on
careful with
Discord
it.
though.
He'll probably be
Okay.
back on here in a sec. Hopefully my wrist is fine now and I don't have to worry about it. Still trying to figure out Twitter. Yeah, nobody knows. You know, Seth does have like 500 gold. He could have put a big bet on that.
Garthlock has no gold. Player
No,
knowledge
because he
is-
spent it all on weapons.
No, correction.
He would have been broke if,
Correction.
even if he did put a bet.
He spent 750 gold and bought Wings of Flying.
That is true.
Oh, that's right.
Player,
This is true.
player knowledge, not character knowledge. Because
Yeah.
none of the characters know.
Floofy.
Welcome back, Floofy.
Fluffy!
Actually, we can log back into the thing, I think. I'm assuming.
Allegedly.
I can't hear him, though,
Allegedly.
so he might not be fully connected.
He's trying.
Poor thing. It's okay, take your time. We're just kind of talking and chilling.
You take your time.
You know, chilling, killing.
He's sort of that. He's getting there.
Yeah, he's working on it.
Working.
Maybe.
He's
There
drunk.
it is.
Oh, hey! It's a DM. We
Gotta
can't
love-
take over the world anymore.
Technical issues.
Oi.
What do you mean anymore?
Still can. Now I'm here to help.
I'm in.
Okay, but I called
Alright.
Brisbane Hell,
I have
Michigan.
to reconnect. Hold on a sec. Now my stuff
I'm
is
waiting,
freaking out.
yeah. I'm waiting for it to pop back up so I can get in.
Uh-oh.
I gotta probably refresh the whole server because that probably screwed everything up.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, there we go.
Oh,
Yeah,
Okay.
Screw it. I am putting one of my
main
many
menu.
heart emotes in here. Also known as my heart emote.
I sadly only have these right now, which will probably end soon, but
Hmm.
I don't have a heart emote. I have no heart emotes.
Let me see here.
I had to unsub to everybody for now, just so I could go ahead and get everybody their Christmas gifts. Because there was close to 20 people on Steam I had to give for.
I mean, to be fair, you chose that path,
I wanted to,
and you
and
have
I'm
all
glad-
of their gratitudes.
Be glad that I waited till the sale. I could have done it before the sale.
No.
Ooh.
That would have been way more expensive than what I did.
Yeah,
So this is about to be
just
interesting,
a
by the
wee
way.
bit.
Grumble, grumble.
Grumble,
Yes, I can
grumble.
remember how to spell dungeons again.
Yeah, right.
So, the last thing I heard before my net just decided to say "fuck you," apparently midnight, nice weekend night is the perfect time to do updates.
Yes.
Oh,
Not during the week. No. I'm afraid to ask from Rinn.
yeah. That was basically she was leaving that kind of open as a question, but also a I'm not gonna actually ask, but I'm asking.
Well, his response was, afraid to ask what?
How bad of a flirt are we talking?
I guess for your knowledge, Fluffy, he never
Mhm.
had like an actual relationship. He had more
Multiple
flings.
one-night
Yeah. He had a lot of things, not. I'm trying to count.
This is fine.
Rinn's crossed her arms at this point and is sitting back in her chair.
He's still counting.
There's at least one person a day.
A day.
For periods, there'd be breaks, of course. But most didn't last more than a day or two before they went their separate ways.
Also, we're still
There
talking
was-
about Nyx here, right?
No, we're
No,
talking
I'm
about
about-
Striker.
Strike.
Oh,
Striker,
okay.
Striker. Nyx is talking about Striker.
Okay.
Ember.
Embers.
Oh,
Burst,
I
striker.
I am
Ember, I'm
only
sorry.
partially confused. This is fine. We're good. Everything is okay. Okay.
Ember is the more
Everything.
mellow one.
Yeah, he's
Yes.
kind of like, whatever.
Huh. Okay, hold on.
Things.
Nope. It would. He'd probably be able to tell that she seems a little uneasy and a little upset.
Looks at you. What's wrong?
Nothing, dear.
That's all I.
Love him so much.
You're adorable.
Thank you.
Let's say, he also has never been so defensive over a girl either, which they probably noticed before.
Yeah. Well, yeah, she didn't ask that.
I know.
Nope. I did not. I'm trying to think if she would even ask questions towards that, and I don't think she would at this point.
Well,
She's already emotionally scarred herself. Don't worry about it.
he's looking at you like. Been flirting with you, huh?
Something like that.
Well. Day, 2 days.
Sorry, everything's breaking up. Hold on a sec.
Oh no! We're losing the Aspire. Lost the Aspire.
Trying to connect to tabletop and it's killing everything.
We've regained the
Yeah.
Aspire.
Okay. Everything was very much breaking and borking and all of these things, so I apologize. What
And
was
the
he saying?
cosmos is imploding. It's fine.
He goes, how long?
How long has Stryker been with us at this point?
Because he's been flirting with her since day one.
At least a month or so now, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Longer than an actual month, though. I'm sure.
Yeah, a little bit longer.
Month, maybe more. I'm trying to remember. Since he got here, at least.
Oh, that's longer than others.
Well, that's comforting. Sort of. Sorry, I didn't mean to put you in this spot.
But I sat here myself.
Oh my gosh. Don't ever lose your sass, okay?
Okay.
Okay, such a dry personality. Such a.
It's just like, whatever.
Oh, man.
I don't think he realized it was a smart-ass comment.
No, he's just got that smartass attitude, but such a dry personality. When he's talking, that's the weird part.
I love it.
Right?
He kind of looks at you and goes, oh. I mean, has he done anything more than just flirt?
Mm.
Shut up.
No. Make me.
Sure.
I mean, when we go into fights, he's more apt to step in front of me, which is idiotic, but he does it.
Never done that before.
She visibly relaxes a bit.
I mean, he'd stand up for him, but he wouldn't. He never, like. I don't think he would ever step in front of a blow before. Huh.
Has he ever introduced anybody to you guys?
Maybe we've seen him, but not really.
This is good information. I appreciate it.
Welcome.
Look, if your family, if anybody else ever needs something, just let me know, okay?
Oh well. We kind of get your
Hi.
nod.
Yeah. I nod back and then I pack up all the books that I probably got strewn all over the place.
And he kind of ends up and walks toward like one of the shelves, like looking at the books that are in this kind of library, and just seems to just vanish.
Oh god. As I turn around to go, does anybody? And he's gone.
It's just vanished pretty well if he wants to.
Yup. I head back. I head back to our room, and I just go sit on Striker's bed.
You go on Striker's bed?
Yeah, I'm gonna go sit and wait for him.
Okay.
So she's sitting on the
Does
bed.
here's my question: Has Striker
Mhm.
given her keycard permission to unlock the door, or was the door already unlocked?
Most likely he continues to forget to lock his door unless he's in there.
Fair enough. So you sit on Striker's bed, waiting for Striker.
Yep.
Yeah.
Striker.
Yeah.
At this point, I assume after you and Garfag were heading back to the common room.
Yeah, I would
Probably.
assume.
Okay. You make it there. Let's see. Boop. And
Is Storm in your room, by the by?
Yeah, probably.
Probably petting Storm.
She's
Sure.
big doggo now, by the way.
Oh yeah.
as you both enter and both of you make a perception check.
Oh.
Grail's currently sitting reading the book again.
Okay, perception, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Voice growth of... Oh, yeah. It is. 21.
25.
You both see the door had just shut as you had entered to Striker's room.
I think you should go. Yeah. And Garther just walks to his room.
You don't know who went in there.
No. But he probably configures, like...
Could have been Matthew.
Yeah, he's going to obviously be a little cautious as he goes to his room.
hence Garthog saying, you should probably go.
Yeah.
You open the door and you see Storm currently on Rinn's lap.
Hey.
I think she's grown used to me a bit at this point.
Well, she seems to like you.
Alright, kind of pops up. And lays back down.
It's like,
Person.
Yeah.
That's being lazy.
She's
Person.
kind of in the middle of being petted, so she doesn't want to quite move.
Like, person's petting me, but person? It's more.
Yeah. So what's up?
Pretty much.
Found Ember, by the way. At least for a minute.
He's pretty hard to find. Unless he wants to be.
Well, he found her. But, you know, hey.
How did things go with your sister first?
Oh, well, we were able to restore her. Which, by the way...
rip.
Oh.
You failed to mention
Oh.
the process.
Yeah.
And I knew
To be completely fair, not long after that happened, several other traumatic things occurred.
Yeah, I think I've had enough traumatic things. Yeah.
Agreed. But here we are, stuck in the middle of this mess, so buckle up.
Yeah. Hopefully the worst has happened. Jay!
No, that wasn't Jay.
Oh, fucking hell.
Wait,
That was Roll20.
Oh.
What are you yelling at me for?
I just figured you would be the one to do that.
Do what? I don't have Roll20 up, so do what?
Oh.
Oh
my
Roll20 and Tabletop don't like each other.
I have a play thing that says, it was at this moment, he knew. He fucked up.
So you mean it says, and it was this moment he knew he fucked up.
Yep.
Yep.
Literally.
This is fair. Speaking of past events,
Oh no.
one a day, huh?
Wait, are we talking about vitamins?
He does not keep his composure. Amber told you that, huh?
He's an extremely open book.
I'm walking away.
Yeah. Just give him a smack later. Anyways.
Now,
Oh my.
he did me a favor.
Ooh.
Don't go punishing him for that.
It's not a favor I appreciate.
Just because you don't appreciate it doesn't mean he needs to be punished for it.
That's sound logic.
Fair.
That is very sound logic. That's the worst part. What is your rebuttal, Seth?
Exactly this, just
Well, Rinn has won the debate. No rebuttal has been offered.
She
Debate
just
team
kind of
Rinn
starts
wins.
smirking.
it was a long time ago.
Yeah, I gathered. I also know that I'm apparently extremely different.
Kinda looks at you.
Haven't taken anybody home, haven't protected anybody except for just standing up and yelling, I'm sure.
He's He's good.
I just have this Dr. Phil therapy.
I figured they would like you.
I got a 13 on my insight, but I don't think that's gonna do anything.
There's a natural 17 on the roll, it's fine.
Okay, out of character, I'm loving this Dr. Phil session.
Oh god.
Sorry, I promise it'll be done soon.
Oh no, I'm
Fine.
I'm legitimately okay with this. I'm just sitting here listening.
I love
to
it.
Right?
I love it.
And then
He's
I'll
been
actually
giving her crap for a month.
Exactly, which is why I'm entertained by this.
The shoes have turned.
Wait,
Wait,
Tables on
what?
the upper foot. The shoes are turned. The tables are on the upper foot.
okay, I'll go with that, Fluffy. I'll go with that.
You're welcome.
She's just still kind of smirking at you. She's kind of proud of herself.
I figured they'd like you.
They seem okay. They seem like they're just adjusting at the moment. We'll get the final verdict later. Nick seems to like me a lot.
He likes most women.
Out of character, I was about to say Nick likes anything with a skirt.
Not wrong.
Because I was actually about to pull a quote from I now pronounce Chuck and Larry.
Oh, good God.
Jeez.
It's the whole thing. It's the whole thing that involves a pencil sharpener, not putting a skirt on the pencil sharpener thing. Anyway, continue.
Yeah, just be careful with him. Don't let him seduce you too much.
What? Careful? Me? Striker. When have I never not been careful? She's being extremely
no.
sarcastic and is just smiling at him.
What's that, bracers?
Just like-
Aspire, you just broke my brain with double negative. Because now my brain is trying to figure out how to.
Broke the joke, it's fine.
My job here is done.
So, did he tell you anything else?
Well, he told me that you and Artemis certainly never got along, which came as no surprise.
Well, if he'd get the stick out of his ass, then it wouldn't be a problem.
I mean, I 100% agree with you, but then again...
Difference between quarterstaff?
Oh my gosh, I can't.
My gallery back there.
Mm-hmm. That's about all I got around to, because I got distracted by the information of one a day.
I mean... Yeah, I've got nothing. He just looks down. He has no excuse.
Look, as long as we're clear, I'm not a one-a-day person.
Yeah. I wasn't planning on that.
Good, then we don't have a problem.
I imagine a lot of the times that gives stuff away, Striker away is the ears.
Yeah, just like...
Yep.
They flatten down.
Is there anything else I should know?
He's like trying to like...
I'm actually a half orc.
We've done the this
In
guy
a
stealth
previous
thing.
life, I was a captain of the Queen's Royal Navy.
You were my first real date.
Really?
Does that help? Trying to get himself out of trouble.
She just kind of pats the bed next to her for him to sit.
Doesn't sit down.
Sit boy.
Shut up. God damn it.
Good dog. The DM has made his joke.
That's not what I meant, but I appreciate it.
You're fine.
Eh. Nothing I can think of.
Well, if you do ever think of things,
Alright. I will be more honest with you next time.
that would be nice. Thank you. Hearing it from your nephew is one thing. I'd rather not speak to somebody in your clan and find out other things, you know?
Fair. Kind of smirks. It may not be a once a day, but what about a once a night? Just looks at her.
And there's the striker we know.
There it is.
There it is.
Potsy.
Can be negotiated. Depends on how bad the day's been.
Alright. What about just cuddles then?
That works.
Deal. Fluffy.
Two most awkward motherfuckers.
Yeah. He's trying to sleep with her, but he's willing to negotiate cuddles. It's fine.
She's doing it on purpose, you know?
Fair.
For two reasons. Number one, because it's fun to watch him squirm, and number two, she does still have her family here on base that she still has a name tied to, so...
Fair. So this how you guys spend the rest of the evening?
Cuddle.
yeah.
Alright.
With Storm.
Well, that's conversations going
In the
on.
middle of us, apparently.
Garpog has already gone in his room. And he has entered back into the common room.
I imagine Lucky's
Luck-
probably still in there.
Yeah, Lucky is,
Doing whatever he's doing.
yeah. And Cirrus.
Cirrus would have probably went up to do something while all this was going on, so that Lucky can have some bro time with his boyfriend. Totally fine.
He's just playing solitaire at the table by himself. It's fine.
And
Lightweights.
Matthew is writing stuff down in a notebook.
Yeah. Whenever she gets back from what she's doing, like, she's just gonna walk over to Lucky and just randomly sit on his lap.
Middle of a solitaire game.
He goes to put a card in. Hi.
Matthew kind of looks up and notices the interruption. He goes back to writing in his book. His little notebook.
It's fine. I have something in my eye and it's bothering me.
Hmm.
No. Eilish, why you betray?
I think
Yeah,
it
You're
is
supposed to keep things out.
Oof.
You're supposed to keep things out of the eye, not go into it.
But yeah, she's just gonna...
Here, poke that bear.
Yep. So, I was thinking...
Mhm.
Do you think your boyfriend would mind if I steal you for the evening?
Kind of smirks and looks at Matthew.
He's just laughing at this point.
I don't think he minds.
Okay.
Not at all.
He sets his cards down on the table and just leaves them there. Kind of picks her up and takes her to the room.
Wink.
Alright.
Yeah. Fun times. Very fun times.
Oh. Alright. So, wake up in the morning. Still no sign of any issues outside. You're not sure if the entity just realized that you're back when he lost control of Storm, or if this has not been started yet.
Now it's only been like a day or two. Or
Yeah.
Probably about 2 days now. Since we were
About 2
not
days.
supposed to be back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That.
So, Matthew's back out and currently sipping a cup of coffee. When you guys wake up,
Okay.
I imagine Sarah's and Lucky are probably staying in the room cuddling or some shit
Yeah.
in the morning.
Yeah.
they're probably in there for a little bit. Garthog, what are you doing anything in particular this day?
No, he would have went to the training room to train earlier, which is when
Okay.
Seth had come across him and stuff like that. But that's pretty much about it. He
So
probably
you-
would have just been training since he knows they can't do anything until.
Fair enough.
You know,
Keeping himself
So
busy.
he's getting ready, basically,
yeah.
keeping his skills honed.
Yes.
Rinn and Seth, what are you guys doing?
Actually, he's gonna ask her if she wants to see his sister with him. See if she's awake yet.
Sure.
Alright. Hopefully she doesn't punch me in the face.
I've got healing. It's fine.
So does she, that's what's scary.
I already like her.
Cure Wound's fist!
Yeah, basically. It hurts
Hey,
and heals at the same time.
I slapped and healed him at one point.
I feel humiliated and inexplicably rejuvenated.
As you guys leave, Max kind of gives you a bit of a wave as you leave.
Mm.
Oh dear god, I just realized what we did. It's fine.
Walked out of the same room together? Yes.
No,
Yep.
we left
No
Matthew
way.
alone with Sirius and Lucky. It's fine.
I'm sure that's fine. Don't worry about it.
Everything is okay.
So, you guys head to where, Rinn, you're getting looks, of course, because you're still technically in their eyes an outsider.
He does have his youth
Fair.
with him, by the way.
You guys have what?
He has his doggo with him.
Okay. You have the Doggo Storm.
Doggo Storm. I'm just gonna say doggo when we're gonna go see the sister, because then it's gonna be confusing
Alright.
otherwise.
So you knock and... Well, you don't actually, no, you don't have to knock, 'cause she's actually in the probably common room. She seems awake, and she's currently drinking coffee, and she seems to be taking in everything.
How you feeling?
More like myself.
That's a relief to hear.
Thank you. Despite what I did. And I guess what you did.
Yeah.
Don't worry. It's fine. Your friend here helped. Thank you.
It was a pleasure. I'm just glad I got to you in time.
I'm curious why an outsider cared so much.
Nuts cocked. Nope. She's
just
glanced at Striker a couple of times. Anything to help out family friend.
Let's see her insight check.
I literally rolled a 2 on the die. She can tell.
I just want to see how much she can tell.
Oh dear.
Oh boy.
That's a 17.
Oh damn.
Oh.
Oh. A family friend.
Yeah.
Striker. An outsider.
Uh,
And a half elf at that.
well,
Huh.
I wasn't one for tradition.
Clearly. She stands up. About 5'7". And she walks up to you, Rinn. I assume looking down-ish.
Yeah.
I
I remember right.
think Rinn's pretty short.
Yeah, she's 5'2". She's real short.
Oh damn.
Only about 5 inches shorter, so it's not like this.
Yeah.
No.
But she just kind of glance down, and she kind of goes, And she kind of like looking you over.
I've had this happen before. I cross my arms. I'm just holding myself with the confidence that I've got. I still have nervousness, but I'm trying.
Moment when you're trying to gain approval from the older sister. It's fine.
Yup. I know how this works. I've got siblings.
She leans in. She reaches her hand up. Pokes your nose.
Raises an eyebrow. Yes.
Alright. Just wanted to see how nervous she'd get.
I've been living with your brother for the past month in the same area. I'm pretty sure I have most things covered at this point.
Oh. Interesting.
And so it begins.
Phrasing.
She keeps
Yep.
me in line. Sort of.
When he's
Oh,
not
good.
running into trouble.
He does that. You wanna know how to stop him?
Yes, please.
She... the ears go down. with a flash of motion, grabs him by the wrist, and kind of throws it behind his back, and just kind of
Ow, ow, ow.
pulls him like this.
Ow. Ow. Ow.
See? Easy.
Rinn's
Let's go.
laughing.
Ow.
She's like, not
This is
any
good to
stronger than
know.
before.
Shut up.
He's
Takes a
fared
step
well.
back.
Shut up. Take a step back. Dexterity was always more your strong suit, though. Mine was always more. No. Gentle, but yet not so gentle when I need to be.
Fair enough.
I
You're
pushed him
gentle?
in the face the one time, and he just went boom, 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 boom. Don't worry, it was a gentle punch.
Gentle.
I could show you.
He takes another step back.
She's just smirking.
This is fantastic. I haven't seen him squirm this much ever.
Gives me an idea.
Oh no.
Have you ever petted them behind the ear?
Haven't had the chance to.
He's also a lot taller than her.
Yeah, I am obviously extremely short, so I haven't been able to reach.
If you ever get the chance, you should try it.
She's smirking now.
I have so many regrets. I have regrets bringing you here.
Don't worry. It's like, here. That's only the first of much knowledge I can provide.
This is good to know.
I just imagine the notepad just out as we speak.
And she kind of grabs you, Striker, and pulls you into a hug. I missed you.
He smiles and hugs her back.
Thank you.
What's family for?
Oh. Messing with each other, but also having each other's back. Oh, it's your Artemis. Means well, though. I wish you two would get along.
Oh, we didn't fight when we got
No.
here. Almost.
Not yet.
Yeah.
That wasn't your fault, though.
If you say I start fighting again, I'm going to have to knock you both out again.
Those memories still haunt me.
It was double for you, Artemis. And he's kind of sitting, or he's kind of sitting, it was kind of sitting a couple tables down, talking with others. He kind of looks, his ears kind of visually go down.
Oh man, we're gonna get along so well.
And she basically just spends, unless you have any questions for her, reminiscing, essentially.
No.
Talking about the good times that she remembers and all
Like
that.
fills her in a bit on his life and stuff too.
Yeah.
Rinn won't bring up work today. Today's a good day.
Yeah. So what happens? Serious and lucky. As you guys are still laying in bed, you hear a knock.
Hmm.
You're gonna be in there all day, are you?
Debatable.
You're gonna miss it, Lucky. I've been planning. It's on a notebook. He walks away from the door.
Well, now he's got me curious.
Should I be concerned?
Well, as long as whatever he's planning doesn't directly involve you, you should be fine. He might be just trying to fuck with Garthog again.
It's gonna be better than glitter this time.
Hops up and starts getting dressed.
It's gonna be better than glitter this time.
Cirrus also does get dressed and be not as energetic as that. Holy shit, I need coffee, man.
So as you guys basically dress, come out, he goes, alright. Lucky? I've been kind of all over this place.
Mm-hmm.
For the best visual of this, you're gonna want to be on the surface.
Yeah, sure.
I'll get everything set up and I'll meet you there.
I'm gonna have some coffee and meet you there.
I'll bring coffee too, because you can have one coffee. Also, before I go and I'm gonna. He kind of leans in and goes, I think I should apologize to her for the whole comment I made when I first met her. I might have a bad impression.
If you want.
Don't tell anyone. I got an image.
My lips are sealed.
Might not be a good one, but I like it.
My lips are sealed.
Alright. So you take a cup of coffee and go?
Yeah, I'd probably give Cirrus a kiss and head up there.
Nothing.
Serious, right?
Hmm.
This doesn't leave the room. I'm sorry.
Hmm.
For the first interaction. I figured you wouldn't trust a total stranger. They're mainly to mess with Lucky. I haven't had a chance in a while to mess with him. After
Fair
all,
enough.
it's kind of hard to mess with someone when you're in prison.
Yeah, that is a fair point.
So, he kind of leans in more on the table now in front of you. Might need your help for this next part.
Hmm.
I noticed you had a few interesting stuff.
Who are we messing with?
Fuck.
Okay, I highly doubt I have anything that he couldn't just snap.
Oh, don't worry. That's what this is for. He holds the sovereign glue up. And he waves his hand, it's gone again. And he holds up his coffee. Too good prank. And he drinks.
Kind of toast that, I guess?
Toast with coffee!
Yeah, the weirder things have been done, it's fine.
He goes, so, shall we?
May as well. And I guess Cirrus will fetch something.
He kind of walks behind and goes, Serious.
Hmm.
Why don't you lay down and stay quiet while I tie you down? Get a wisdom saving throw. as the suggestion so that he poured in your coffee.
Oh.
Fucking hell.
Rip.
You poked the bear.
Yeah, so that's like an 11?
Oof.
No. You're like,
No.
that's a good idea.
Okay.
He essentially binds you to the and gags you, takes the earring off, sets it on the table, and places a blindfold on you. And you hear him moving around the room a bit, and the door seems to be shut slightly, but doesn't seem to have been locked. You were left. As he meets
And now I regret realizing he got dressed really quick and didn't grab any weapons or anything.
nope. He walks up to meet you on the surface, Lucky.
Hmm.
He goes, "Alright, follow me."
Okay.
And he's got a bag of something.
What's in the bag?
Bunch of stuff.
So who is this for?
Oh. Mainly Garfunkel. But I think it'll affect a few people.
Hmm.
And he kind of starts going up one of the walls so that you can kind of see the whole courtyard.
Hmm.
At this point, he's almost finished his coffee. Oh. I think one of these hodgepodges can give me more coffee.
Oh, I'm sure. Just ask.
Or two?
Sure.
And you see them. He's like, 2 coffees? Okay! And then another one comes from a different direction. They are fast.
Oh yeah. Pretty handy.
And he takes the 2 coffees and hands one to you. And hands your empty mug to the robot who takes it. Takes a sip and goes, "You ready?"
Sure.
Cheers, then. And he holds out something, and he takes a drink. And he pushes a button.
Hmm?
And the whole field just goes as glitter goes everywhere.
Fucking cheers to that. My grandmother's gonna be pissed at you as he takes his, he drinks his coffee.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
God damn it.
Oh no!
I had a feeling. That's a 14.
Yeah, you take a sip and you start feeling tired, and you realize what's going on as
Yeah, looks at Matthew for a sec before kind of passing out, I'm assuming.
yeah. As he passes out, Matthew falls. With Lucky. Off of the airship.
No!
Casting Featherfall. To prevent injury.
Fun.
I wasn't gonna do it this soon, but someone poked the fucking bear a few times, and I rolled a 7 for his wisdom saving throw. To resist doing something.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Like, well, yeah. Let me just double check something. Yeah, Featherfall is not concentration, so as soon as he gets Featherfall, he casts invisibility in both of you.
Fun.
So you vanish. Also took the attunement necklace from Cirrus. The
No.
non-detection.
Lovely.
So, enter. Because this probably took a course of maybe over 2 hours at least.
His
Who would be back
cards-
first?
his cards are
Garfog?
still sitting on the table.
Yep. Garfog, Rinn, or Cirrus?
Well, Sirius is tied up.
Or, Seth, Striker, and Striker and Rinn, rather. There's 2 groups currently out.
I imagine we were probably there with his sister for a good while.
Yeah, and I think Garfog's pretty much going to be training all day, pretty much, more likely.
Probably head back more towards evening-ish.
Okay, so... So, like, what, 5, 6 o'clock?
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you head back and you notice the cards, solitaire cards, still on the table from this morning. And Sarah's door is slightly open, probably like by just a small crack.
Also, I'm just going to assume Cirrus would have like fallen asleep or something, having nothing better to do or anything to suspect.
Pretty much. She's currently, she can hear, but she can't speak or see. At least nothing more than like a
And we definitely know nobody in this area leaves their door cracked.
Nobody leaves them open, at least, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially not Cirrus, of all people.
Should we check on them?
You might want to wait here a sec.
Good idea.
Okay.
I go over and I knock on the door before peeking in.
You knock. There's not really a response. You can push it
Cirrus?
slightly to peek in, and you see Cirrus lying on the bed.
I
Make
push
perception
open
check?
the door. Perception?
push- yeah.
Yeah, I just push open the door.
Okay. You hear pulling of wires as you push open the door.
Dang it!
And the thing you see is you see Cirrus. This is all happening simultaneously. She, like, kind of handcuffed to her bed,
Mm-hmm.
gagged, blindfold. And you see the device that makes a thunderous sound that was aimed at her.
Oh shit.
So the wires were pulled as the gun fires.
Ah!
Huh.
Cirrus, I need you to make roll me 2 d20s.
Ooh.
Oh boy. That is a 19 and a 4.
There's 1 failed death saving throw and 1 success.
I
would
run
normally be
over there.
advantage, but the thing makes disadvantage.
Yeah. Crap!
Yeah, so the immediately runs over when he hears that, obviously.
I stop him from going in the room because I want to make sure that we don't trip off anything else.
Yeah.
Make a quick perception check or investigation.
Yeah, okay. Page 1, please, of the thing, so I can look at stuff.
While she's
Oh,
doing that,
investigate.
he's gonna call Garthog and be like, you need to get your ass back to your room.
I'm using my luck point. What the flip? It's the same number.
Oh.
Okay, that's an 8, so I probably don't see anything.
No, just the series of pulleys and wires that have been haphazardly set up.
I'm gonna blame that on the panic, and I'm running in to heal her.
Alright, you run in. She was at 0 HP, so this would be max for
Yeah.
you. So what level are you casting it at?
We're actually going to, we're gonna dump some of that in her. Sorry, I have to look
I do
things.
need 1 more death saving throw before she can get that action, because the action's kind of looking around it.
Okay.
Just a straight roll.
That's a natural 1.
Oh shit.
No!
That's a double death saving throw. That as you finally reached her, she has stopped breathing.
I cast Revivify immediately.
Roll me a d20 plus. What is it? A Whitlock or cleric spell?
Revivify. Revivify is a warlock spell.
All right, plus charisma.
Fan-flippin-tastic. I'm not using that die anymore.
You do have your pun, right?
And you're in the box.
Oof, a natural one.
Yeah. I'm actually gonna use one of those natural 20s. I'm too scared
Okay.
of my dice.
All right, so you use your punspiration, and you cast Revivify, and Cirrus, you still dark, but the suggestion is kind of you technically died has worn off.
Huh.
I take
So you don't-
everything off of her immediately once I started seeing her breathing.
You see the blindfold pulled off and the gag pulled off, and you start fumbling for the keys, and you find the keys on the thing.
So
Kind
I'm
of
gonna make sure there's no more traps in the room, I guess.
Make an investigation or perception.
That's another
That's a
300
natural
gold.
20.
There doesn't seem
Nice!
to be any of her traps. It seems like it was designed to, as soon as someone pushed open a door, it would pull the strings to fire at Cirrus. And as you're looking at the gun, the bullets were crudely carved in such a way that they were more jagged,
Ooh.
cause more tearing. Which is why they were literally designed to be deadly, but not very aerodynamic, so that's why it was so close location.
Yeah. I'm assuming Garthog is on his way back.
Yeah, I'm
Also,
assuming
a note about Revivify. Does that still incur, like, the penalties as a revive?
Yep, you have -4 to basically everything that's a d20 roll.
I
You're at 1
am
HP.
gonna cast Cure Wounds at level 1 just to help dump some healing into you, though.
Alright.
So that's gonna be need the d8s. She's holding you. She's not. She's very upset.
Yeah,
What the hell happened?
she's just kind of she's just dumbstruck right now.
He contacts Victoria.
Yes, Hodgepodges are already on their way to you, and so am I. As soon as we heard the gunshot, that's the point you see a Hodgepodge come in.
Yeah, we found
13.
Cirrus tied down and
Cirrus.
Nice.
some sort of rig that shot her when we opened the door.
And the Hodgepodge kind of walks up and goes, I could pull up security footage. Normally, only Victoria or Reggie could view them, or security staff. Victoria, do we have permission? Show them. Do you wish to see?
Yeah.
Alright, and the screen kind of changes, and you see Lucky, Cirrus, and Matthew kind of talking. And Matthew says something, and Lucky takes a cup of coffee and exits the room, and he starts talking to Cirrus, and he kind of like leans in. You see him pour something into her drink, and then as they cheer, she drinks and he drinks, and they walk. She walks to her room, and she walks behind her, says something, and she stops and kind of enters in. And after probably a good 20 or so minutes, he exits, but not Cirrus. And exits to the common room. I could attempt to follow his location, his path after that.
Cirrus just like manages to say one word, just surface.
Yes. I was going to say, he did request coffee at the surface. For him and Lucky. Pulling out footage. And that's where you see him and Lucky. He pushes something as he drinks some coffee. And the whole surface just fills with glitter. And Lucky takes a drink. And basically just passes out as he kind of falls off the cliff with Matthew.
Okay,
Right.
he's going to die today.
I cannot find him.
Cirrus, where's your non-detection?
It appears Matthew has been prevented from scrying.
Dang it.
Shit. Are you still awake, Jay? I think he died.
He died too.
Jay.
Poor Jay.
We have a medium of spamming.
He kind of the Hodgepodge kind of looks at you and goes, I have no way of locating them.
Okay.
Where would
As
they
soon
have
as they
landed?
fell off, they went invisible. In the bay below us.
In the bay?
Shit.
Closest shore. Calculating. Because you guys are not over here. You guys are actually probably like here. Is either in the Grinbrand lands or the Polar lands. Farland is slightly closer to the location that he dropped from.
Fuck, is that something I would have her do? Okay, so fuck logic at this point. Cirrus, like, just hearing all this, like, is gonna try and get up and walk, like, out the door, just mumbling
Rinn's gonna
something
grab
about.
her to stop.
Well, even if she's not stopped, she's not walking too far.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because the strength penalty is -4, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
So what's a modifier for 6 strength?
Mm.
You don't lose that to your strength. You just, whenever you roll, you just take a -4 penalty.
I thought it was a negative to the stat itself.
No.
Okay, never mind.
So you basically have a mind, like, when you roll, if you roll a strength check, instead of being +0, it's going to be -4.
Oh, okay. Okay, so yeah, she doesn't get up.
You need to stay here. We'll go get him.
Yeah, she's too tired to fight it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Rinn puts her back to bed. Maybe considers taking her not in this room.
Yeah.
Hey, which room are you going to place her in then?
I'd probably put her in Lucky's just temporarily.
Okay. You enter Lucky's room,
Dang it!
and you see a lot of pages put on a wall.
Okay then. Now we're getting somewhere. I put Cirrus to bed first, and then I call for Striker and everybody else because this is a lot of reading.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's not really reading. They're more illustrations and whatnots and ramblings.
Can I piece together what these are?
Fairly easily, yes. Just by looking at it, you're getting a sense that he had extreme and then growing, as you can see, kind of the newer ones that have been more placed for more freshly, because the tape's kind of sitting there and everyone's are kind of slightly falling, because adhesive on stone, or metal rather, either way. His hatred for her started to grow and kind of ferment. And toward the end, it sounded like he was coming up with a plan to deal with her and get Lucky out of here.
Okay. Anywhere in that plan, talk about where he would take Lucky.
He just says, my hiding spot. Be safe.
Okay. Great. This is fine.
And then underneath that goes, yes, 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 I know. They'll follow. It'll be too late.
I am visibly upset.
Let's do this fucking psycho.
So probably not the best idea to have brought Cirrus in this room.
And we probably
Fair.
took the papers out and left, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure you're not going to leave his new wallpaper up.
Oh yeah, no, we took all of that away.
Probably went out to like the common room to discuss it as we were searching through it.
Grail and Garfog are kind of looking over it. Both looking more and more angry.
Rinn's already sitting with her head in her hands right now. She's very upset.
Grail goes, do we have anyone that can track? Doesn't rely on magic.
Seth kind of raises his hand a bit. I can.
How good would you attract them, given how much of a head start that they have?
I would need something that has his scent. And I would need to fix that every day, because once I take a rest, I lose the scent.
Whose scent do you need?
Honestly, either one works.
And the water wouldn't make you lose their scent.
That is a good question. Would he know that?
I mean, you know that you can lose a trail if someone enters water for a fair bit.
He'd have to find the trail before I
yeah,
can track him.
And you have a pretty, like, I would say, looks like maybe 150-mile coastline of where it could start up again. Because of where you're currently positioned.
This could take a while. I could get the clan involved. That might make it easier.
Do you think they'd help? An outsider. And also, would that put them in danger?
It would.
Would. Especially separating us to go search.
I can technically change Ilvid.
Yes.
I don't know what my family has been training Lila.
Do we know? Ow. That was
Also,
bad.
where's the tiger?
Probably.
It was in Sirius's room.
Hmm.
Which, with a little bit of investigation, he was kind of found sleeping.
Hmm.
With an empty vial next to him.
Oh, lovely.
Poor baby.
He might wake up a little bit. He doesn't seem harmed in any way. I would not harm Pumpkin.
We all appreciate that.
Okay.
Pumpkin!
But he gave him a
Fair
bit of a
boy.
larger dose to keep him sleep longer.
Fair. Amber can technically track. I don't know how well. Whatever we're doing, we need to do quickly.
At this point, Victoria enters in. Was it serious that I got injured?
Technically died for a second. She's resting.
Well, which one of you wants to talk to Bryce? Because he smelled her spilled blood. And he's not exactly happy.
Fair. I can go talk to him. Just get things set up. We have to go after them now.
Agreed. And she kind of starts Reggie at this point kind of comes in, and they've kind of turned your common room into essentially a planning setting.
Yep.
Reggie's currently looking through notes of just known locations for Matthew and stuff like that. Trying to get a likely idea of where he might have gone.
Mm-hmm.
Rinn, you go down to the brig and you see Bryce currently pacing in his cell.
Bryce,
He turns to you.
she's okay.
Good. That is good to hear. What happened?
Seems, someone we thought was an old friend turned out to be our worst nightmare. He tied Cirrus up and took off with Lucky. We're working on finding them right now. Cirrus is fine and resting.
He took Lucky. I can't let her lose him. can I help?
We're not
in any
going.
way?
Unless you have a way of getting around a non-detection spell, or having a way of finding them without magic.
He just grins. You see the two fangs.
My chat's getting
Blood.
spammed with bits. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm noticing. He's breaking the cup.
This
I had
is
to
fine.
turn off the sound, but I left the bits up for him.
He kind of puts his hands on the door and kind of leans into things. Funny thing, you don't need magic to smell out the blood.
And you can target someone specific?
If I know the scent I'm looking for. And
Even
Loki
after
has
being
a-
in water.
Water doesn't get into the body. And Loki has a very unique scent. I'm here to refresh myself. But I could follow the bloodline very easily.
This was a bad idea. Sorry, that's an out of character.
This is fine. You just
This
have to
is
convince
pissed off
Aurora to
father.
let. Yeah.
Out of character. Remember how Seth was desperate last week? We have now swapped roles. This is not cool.
This is fine. No
Yeah.
way this could possibly go wrong.
Oh my god, Dread. At least do the hashtag charity if you're gonna do that.
Yeah, right?
Please do that.
Holy crap. Yes, please, please.
He's kind of leaning in.
I have learned my lesson. I am messaging Victoria to come down here to talk real fast.
She kind of, as she's been talking with you, Striker, and everyone else, and she kind of stops and goes, and she seems like she's having a conversation over an ear. You can kind of tell when she stops and starts listening to some of our conversation. She goes, telepathic, and goes, "What's the issue?"
Well, I'm trying to behave, but it seems Bryce might have a way of finding Lucky. And I really want to take him up on that offer.
I'm actually gonna put thing.
There you go, Dread.
It's not me you had to convince to be Aurora. She'll be on her way.
Okay.
So, Aurora, you've been told that Rinn is currently talking to Bryce, and that apparently he can help find your son.
She reluctantly goes to find out what's going on.
She's been filled in on the whole kind of situation so far
Yeah.
about Matthew and all that. What happened to Cirrus? But you head down in the break, you see Rinn, and you see Bryce. As soon as he sees you, he kind of backs away from the cell door. Kind of puts his hands, like, kind of crosses his arms. He visually shrinks, basically.
So what can you do?
I can track the smell of, well, your bloodline. I want to find him. Stairs needs him.
How do I know I can trust you?
The entity forced my hand with you. I know it's like I'm making an excuse. There's no apology. I do belong here. But if I can at least somehow tell. Maybe this is the start.
Okay. She wants to find her son more. I rolled a natural 20 on her being convinced to do this, by the way.
Thank you. That's nice. He goes,
Oh shit, I forgot
Do
to turn
whatever.
off that notification when I wasn't playing. That's right. Because I'm not playing Ring right now.
I will do whatever it is you guys wish.
Sick.
I will not step out of line. Thanks to reluctantly the entity, I've grown a resistance to the sun. Not a full immunity, but it won't kill me. I guess I also have to thank you for that, Aurora. And if I got it through means I don't quite care for. What I'm trying to say is I can leave immediately, whenever you wish.
Just help me find my son.
Of course. And that is where we'll cut away from this.
Damn it.
Lucky. You start to come to consciousness. You're sitting down on like a wooden, partially like, not wooden, stonework, like a kind of cobble stone kind of floor. You see a staircase that goes up before it switchbacks. There's kind of dimly lit room. See, there are shelves. And sitting in a chair is Matthew. Your earring is gone.
Oh shit. That's gonna be one of my questions.
Yeah. He's been with you long enough to know about that earring.
The hell happened?
Oh, well, you fell asleep. He kind of shuts his notebook and stands up and kind of walks towards you. I'm just kind of squats down kind of in front of you.
Where are we?
Safe place.
I assume Lucky's like tied up.
Oh yeah, your kind of arms are kind of like behind your head at this point. He's currently got your hat on his head.
God damn it. Why are we here?
I figured we could talk better alone.
We couldn't do that back there. Why am I tied up?
Because you need convincing. A lot of convincing. And I'm here to convince you of everything that is true. And he kind of brushes your hair from your forehead and goes, and don't worry. Once I've told you the truth, you'll know that the only one you can rely on is me. No one else.
His eyes kind of get wide. He stares at him. Bless you.
I try to withhold because moment, but this is.
Don't
I
worry,
couldn't eat
Lucky.
it.
I will never hurt you. It's more than I can say for the others. And that is where we'll end it.
Oh, no!
That cliffhanger.
Dang it! I'm so upset right now.
So I'm gonna message Fox something
Oh,
for
dear.
later, future, because
This is fine.
Pull up the phone.
You know, kind of random side note, I'm kind of glad I not won the death save, to be honest.
Really?
Well, thing is, in any other situation, she would have bolted out that fucking door.
Fair. This is fair. The fates knew.
The fates knew. The bright side, everything is back here, including the talking sword.
that makes sense, Fox.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm concerned.
Don't worry. He won't hurt Lucky.
We have to wait an entire week for this nonsense.
I know.
Yes. Best part is, I'm gonna be wearing the most offensive, ugly ass fucking sweater for this
Yes.
serious ass, and you're gonna have to try to take me seriously while looking at it.
Oh, I'm
It's fun.
looking forward to that. I'm so looking forward to that. Oh man, I can't.
I have been thinking and like, what would he do?
Mm-hmm.
And here I was being concerned about disintegration rays, which I did research and discovered that was kind of not a thing. I did not think gun.
Yeah.
Look, I'm just glad it was a gun and not a disintegration ray. I didn't even think about that.
I don't think he's high enough level for disintegration ray.
That's fair.
Nope. I don't even know if he can reach that level as a partial caster.
I'm just Warpath for the Warlock Cleric. He's dead.
Yeah. Don't worry. I'm gonna have to edit his token a little bit more.
Oh,
Oh
good.
dear.
Great.
Secrets!
Secrets are no fun.
Oh, by the way.
Hmm.
Because you left your weapons,
Yeah.
the sword is still on the ship,
Yeah.
sitting in Lucky's room, or in Sirius's room rather. Just going. The entire time you guys were walking around going. Because they can't really technically see or talk. They can hear you guys.
Great. We'll grab that before we leave, I promise. I'm gonna make a note right now that we're going to get that
Making
sword
a
to
note
get
here.
it to you.
Huge success.
Yep, his cards are on the table, his sword's still there, it's fine!
It's fine. So
He can't technically. Well, he can fight back, he is a monk, but.
he's also chained the fuck up.
I know.
Apparently,
With
Matthew
not
knew
ju-
better.
with some of Sirius's special equipment
Oh gosh.
that he borrowed. And some sovereign glue.
Of course.
Jeez.
Fun. That's gonna be an uncomfortable position after a while.
I mean, he's given him enough room to he can kind of readjust, but he's not going to like kick out or punch at all. And he's purposely keeping his distance out of any range of retaliation.
Hmm.
He's keeping at least a good 10, at least like 6 or 7 feet distance. As he spends time talking to Lucky.
I don't like it. I'm going to punch him in the face.
You gotta find him. Well, at least you managed to convince Aurora to use a literal bloodhound.
Yeah. I'm just
Yeah.
glad that lessons have previously been learned, because impulsive Rinn when it comes to her friends recently.
It's fine. The buckshot means it's working.
Yeah, what concerns me is how far did they get by the time we actually go to track.
Oof.
They made it. They made it to the warehouse. Well, I say warehouse, not really a warehouse.
Yeah.
Safe house is probably the proper word I'm actually trying to think of. I don't know why I said where.
Wherever he's been hiding for the past 3 years, basically.
Yeah. Which the way this is gonna work, I'm just gonna give you guys a heads up. Bryce is going to track, but I'm gonna have someone, it'll be up to you guys each day, to head up a investigation check. Bryce is going to be using a help action, so you would technically have advantage. And we'll see each day how much closer you get to him. This will be a percentage thing.
That'll
If you
depend on
roll,
how fast we get to him.
if you roll, say, a 20 on the first day, like a dirty 20, and then like a 4 on the second day, that means you're 24% closer.
Ah.
So it's percentage.
Yep. So you have to reach 100%, and then you will have found the hideaway. So you have to find him quickly. It might not be good if you don't.
Yeah.
Side note,
Stop taking my nice things.
I will be picking the winner of the Punderdome tonight / tomorrow for this week. Next week, there will be a pun of the week.
Oh.
Meaning, even if you don't win the Punspiration, you could still win the pun of the week.
Nice.
If you win the pun of the week, this reward is going to be different. Whoever wins, whether it's spectator or player, will help me design a magic item.
Oh.
I, of course, still get final say, but it can be as wacky, as useless, or as useful as you want. And it could either be for sale, or you might find it.
That's awesome.
So get your pun caps on. You could win making an item. And it can be designed for you or character, or for another. Or just for someone to find and be like, what the fuck is this? Why is there a boomerang that never comes back? It only flies straight.
That's awesome.
Of course, I will be available for Monster Week tomorrow.
Yeesh.
Other than that, I am off until next week, but I'm not going to be available again for this until Friday, like normal. But I will be available earlier.
Yeah.
because I don't work that Friday.
Yes.
Congrats.
So we have time to go through this.
Yes.
Oh, let's go through hell together, friends.
It's fine. I'm already gonna spend 4 days as an emotional wreck.
Oh, yes.
So I imagine Novada is going to be helping hunt.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Novada, I'm sure. Be the main one.
Novada, Steph, Rinn, Grail, Bryce, and either Airborne or Garfog. I'm thinking it's probably Garp, because I imagine he
Yeah,
really
just-
wants to stab Mafu.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe.
That and Lucky is part of the original team. They're probably all
Yeah.
closest.
Yup.
Yeah. So, any there are no, oh, I do have one more announcement.
Mm.
Nothing this Sunday for my games
Ooh.
because it's 23rd, so the DM is not gonna be. We're not gonna be meeting for that game on Sunday until next week, the week after.
Gotcha.
So I don't know about Lady Crumbs, but I imagine it's similar, probably.
So we are planning on having a session. We will be a Gwenless session. So heads up, something really interesting and terrible is coming our way. Because Dragon is taking a vacation, so our wonderful Gwen Claire has been subjected to probably some not pleasant things coming up. But come see us cry together and scream and yell at the DM for a couple of minutes and then move on with our lives because we have to go probably find her. And also come see what Tara's done because I still don't know what kind of dumb crap she's gotten herself into, so...
Good. I'm not gonna be able to unfortunately see it, but
No, yep.
I wish you all the best of luck in that.
Thank you. It will be on VOD immediately following the show, so it'll be available for anybody who wants to watch it.
It reminds me. You're gonna have to wait 2 weeks for this. It's not gonna be this Sunday. So like I said, it's gonna be next Sunday. But due to the events of last game, Shori is making a visit to her with the help of Thorn and owing her a couple favors.
Ooh.
The home of Shori, where her entire family, at least 600 people, was slaughtered.
Oh man.
So she's going back for a visit.
Oh boy.
Temporary visit, maybe only like a half hour to an hour, but that's gonna be a trip.
So,
Yeah.
I hate to cut it short, but I do have to research some things that happened. So, I thank Dread for the shit ton of bits.
Yes.
Yay! Thank you, Dread.
Dread. And thank you for doing charity.
And Bling Headshot for following.
Ooh,
Thanks, Bling!
thanks for sticking around.
Yeah.
Welcome to the whatever the fuck this is.
Emotional derps. I've just dubbed us the emotional derps. This is what we are.
There.
So, I will end the stream. So we're gonna say bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
See you next time.
Yes.